card, I really wanted to create this cute little card with 3 panels. I think that it would be really, really cute to have a card that has 3 panels with the little holes cut out so the little owls are peeking through. Ah, so fun. All right, so in your kit, you're gonna see these 3 brown circles. Those are gonna be the circles that were cut out of these circles here, but obviously these do not have the spotter on them where these ones do. Once again, we're gonna fussy cut out our little owls. It should not take you very much time at all. You should be able to just quickly cut those out. You don't have to go on the black line by any means. I just wanted them to be a quick cut. So we have 1. Whoops, a little close to that one's ear. 2, and the last one. All right, and 3. Okay, so once you have those little guys cut, then we're gonna start putting together our card. So our front of our card here is going to be this craft color brown, so we're gonna go ahead and fold that in half. Then on the back side of our little panels with the circles cut out, we are going to be putting on some double-sided tape. So you want double-sided tape to be above and below each of the circles, okay? So that's a pretty important part, and you're going to see why in just a moment. So on the top and underneath each of the circle. Whoops. All right. And then you have this small little piece of mesh ribbon. So you're going to start out by cutting it in half and then cutting those pieces in half again. Now technically you're going to end up with 4, you only need 3. But you're going to take that and you're going to line it up. Oh, I need some double-sided tape a little bit closer to my circle there. But the mesh is going to line up and just cover the circle, okay? Just the circle. And you don't want it to be hanging off of the edge, and if it is, you can just trim it right off. It's not a problem. Okay, I know the back side of this is always so messy with the tape, and it's awkward and all of that. But once you have those stuck down, then we're going to put double-sided tape on the back side of these so that way we get a full adherence. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with the middle one, and the middle one is going to be the one that has a circle cut out of the center. And I'm going to line this up, and it's going to be flush with the top of the card and the bottom of the card, but I also want it to be in the middle, okay? That's what we have here. We're not putting our owls in quite yet. All right, and then I like having a little circle at the top and a little one at the bottom, and I'm going to aim to have an even amount of brown, light brown showing on the left and right. Again, these are flush with the top of the card here. And the last one, I like this one to maybe kind of be down below, but honestly, you can kind of arrange it however makes you most happy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this guy down here. I kind of like that. So again, those are all matched up. You're probably going to have a little bit of paper hanging off of the edge, so we're going to go ahead and just trim that off right now. There we are, super fun. Okay, and now we have our little sentiment here that says, thinking of you with love, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I want this to kind of come in from the side, and I'm gonna have a little flag on the end. So I'm gonna trim this straight on the side that's going to be up against the edge of the card, and then here I'm going to cut, so I have about, I would say maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe a 1/2 inch, and I'm going to go from the corner to the center and the corner to the center. Okay, so you end up with a cute little flag on one side. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I stamped incorrectly on the back side, so mine has a double sentiment. Okay, so then I'm going to say thinking of you with love, because I think that's really cute. And then we have all of our adorable little owls. And so you kind of think about how you want to put these guys in here. Now, thinking of you with love is a little bit more of a classic kind of traditional sentiment. If you had something silly, then you could have your little owl peeking like sillily, like maybe from up above. Like how adorable would that be if you needed a silly card? We're not doing a silly card, we're doing kind of more of a classic traditional card. So with that in mind, I want to make sure that my owls are just perched sweetly. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back side of there, and I'm just going to kind of perch the little owl, whoops, right inside there. And then I have all of my other ones. I think I want this guy up here. I like how that looks. A little bit of glue goes on the back side, on the bottom, on his feet. And we'll just perch him right there. And then my last one, I'm kind of, how do I want to? I want to tuck him in. Yes, I do want to tuck him in. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on both sides of the little tail and tuck that right in there so that way it adheres on the front and on the back of the little owl. And there we have the front. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I just love that. I love it. And then on the inside, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do 3 dots of blue, and I'm going to take and I'm putting even space between each one. And then I have my circles, and I'm just going to hang my circle halfway off the edge. I'm having even space between each one. Oh. So I only did a dot of glue so I could manipulate that and change it depending on what I was needing. Okay, all right, and I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to take my scissors and just trim off my little half circle pieces that are hanging off of the edge. Whoops. All right, and there, whoops, I did not trim that very well. There we go. All right, and there we have card number 2. Isn't that so much fun? And I'll show you the one I made earlier just to kind of give you some idea of something a little different, so you don't have to have them right in a row like that. You could have the center one, I guess, off to the side. Then you could have the other ones kind of manipulated. Again, you guys can kind of do whatever you'd like. I guess I did direct you to start with the circle one, the middle one, and the center, but I'm going to let you guys kind of decide how you want to do your layout. Okay? All right, so that is the second card. On to the last one.